Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you some more of the BSL Season 15 Asian Championships. This is from Group D, and it is the winner's match between XiaoShuai. Sorry, I'm sure I'm butchering that ID. Going up against Mihu, the two-time defending BSL champion. The map is long enough. This is a best of 3. And obviously you got to look to Mihu as being the favorite here, as he kind of is everywhere in the BSL. So our map is Longinus, and, you know, 3-player map. We've seen this actually quite a few times in the past couple weeks, so I'll spare you the rigmarole about that. But do want to say, once again, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We are going to be switching over to a Korean tournament very, very soon here. Very much looking forward to that. It's been a while since we've had a full tournament on the channel, but that is going to be the next big thing that's going to be coming out. So, we will still be jumping around and doing, until that starts, some of the choice matches from the Asian Championship. And, well, I say choice matches, but honestly, I haven't seen them. They're just matches that look very interesting to me. Like, for instance, anything with Mihu in it sounds pretty damn good. So, probably be seeing a fair amount of him. Now he does open up with the barracks. Everything looking pretty darn standard at the moment. XiaoShuai. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Looks like he's going to go hatch first. Yep, there it is. So, no big surprises here. And now we just kind of wait to see how this develops, right? Like, when you see openers like this, you're generally expecting it's going to be a 2-hatch play going up against just barracks expansion, and that's like the most common thing to see in Terran vs. Zerg right now. So we'll see if they follow down that path. There goes the spawning pool here for Xiao. Barracks going to be finishing up pretty quickly here, and no second depot. So this is kind of a funny thing to see. If this were pool first and he were trying to pull this off, this, like, he could be in huge trouble. Now, luckily for Mihu, it is a hatchery first. The pool is not even close to done as of yet. But, I mean, as you can see, the drone almost kills the SCV. Imagine if 6 lings came in. And 6 lings from a 9 pool would be there right about now. So, yeah, this would be pure death, actually. So, a very risky thing. I'm always surprised when I see players do this, where they just do barracks expand with 1 depot if they didn't scout Zerg first. And honestly, I feel like it is only on non-Korean players that I see this, where they'll just take that ridiculous risk. I mean, if you're going to do that, you may as well go command center first, right? If you're going to die to 9 pool either way, may as well die in style with some more power. Anyways, we have the SCV running around, and it scouted the timing of that layer. Everything looking pretty normal. Those few lings going to be able to chase it out eventually. And, of course, Mihu with the double barracks play, looking completely safe at the moment. Throwing down another depot as well. No Sim City at the front as of yet. There is Zergling speed on the way, so there's a Ooh! 4 more lings. Okay, so that is kind of a big deal. Look at this. This is a ton of Zerglings that are coming out. Now, if he blocks this SCV from getting any more scouting, the Speedlings might just run up and win the game. That is a real possibility. Like, this is a serious amount of Speedlings that are being made. Of course, speed not done as of yet. Only 14 drones are out, getting ready to make this Spire as well. So there goes the Spire. 6 more lings coming up. And look at this. Okay, so how many lings do we actually have? We have 4, 8, 6. So 18 speedlings going to be coming across. Now, this is a fair amount of Marines. There is a depot being made, which is very, very helpful. But if there is any hole and he can get a few lings behind, Xiao has potential to kill every single Marine here. Now, that is a good spread from Mihu, though. Not the easiest to infiltrate, but let's see. Okay, gonna run in with these Zerglings now. Oh, gets the surround, but it's not that good, honestly. Maybe running a little bit too far. So Mihu's, well, that's it, GG. Okay, a great game. Let's go to game 2. Yeah, okay. I wasn't going to do you dirty with just a 4-minute, absolutely god-awful Zergling Rush. Just dying instantly to Mihu. We've had a few very fast rush games here. And while some people do not mind the fast rush games, they grind on me eventually. Garbo game that we just saw, we're going into game number 2. Okay, let's see if Xiao can do a bit better here against Mihu. The map is Neo-Sylphid. Fantastic map. Definitely can give us some really dynamic and interesting Terran vs. Zerg games. This particular spawn for Terran, the natural, is very hard to defend against mutas. I'll show you as the Overlord. The Overlord's coming over Scout right now, and you'll see the mineral patches, and I'll try to point out to you exactly, excuse me, why. But yeah, this is considered the harder spawn against Zerg on this map because of the Mulus Craftsman. In fact, it's kind of an interesting map in this regard. This natural is, hard to defend against mutas. And then the natural in the bottom right has one mineral patch where you can't defend it against mutas as well, so you can have heavy Mulus Craftsman there. This main is considered hard to defend because the gas is on the side. Any main that looks like this with the minerals kind of in the center and then the gas sticking out the side is always hard against mutas. And then, yeah. This main over here is not bad. This main is not bad. This natural is bad. This natural is bad. There you go. So there's your roadmap to playing against Mutalisks as Terran. Okay, so we kind of see it here. Notice how the mineral patches go right up against ground that you can't hit. And there's a couple of line of sight blockers. There's this high ground, and then there's a little bit over here as well. And that allows the mutas to just appear hitting your SCVs. So it's very difficult. It's also with a spread of turrets like this. Like, for instance, you can put a turret here. You can't have a turret here or a turret here. So it can be like turret, turret, and then a couple turrets over here, which means that they are not centralized. So yeah, that's a thing, right? Whereas, like, let's say you have a command center here. You put a couple turrets here, a couple turrets here, something like that, right? And they're kind of more centralized. Here, they're more spread out, so they can be picked off mostly one at a time. Like, instead of having 3 to 4 turrets shooting at once, you'll have 1 to 2 turrets shooting at once. So, yeah, a little bit of an issue. We'll see if it gets to that. Some very in-depth analysis there of what that looks like. See, now you can see it a lot more clearly, right? You can't have a turret that blocks in here. You can't, because a turret that's blocking this will block that. And then this, obviously, these 2 patches would be blocked as well. So, yeah, very, very difficult to defend. But we're not there yet. Who knows? Maybe we'll have another stellar Zergling rush. Can always hope. Okay, so Lair is on the way. I don't think Xiao will do the same type of build here. That would be pretty surprising, to be honest. SCV just running through. Want to keep that alive as long as is possible. If you can keep it alive until a while after the Overlord, like, there's a couple amazing things that you can check with the SCV. For instance, this Overlord that's about to pop out. So this pops out, and if they're going to make a lot of speedlings, it's after this Overlord. So if you can keep it alive to see whatever pops out of the drone next, right? So you need it alive 13 seconds after the Overlord finishes, because then that'll be a drone finishing, or it'll be lings that are still making. Here we can see its drones, but yeah, unable to keep that SCV alive anyways, so you have to play a little bit more defensively. In a situation like this, you may want to throw down a bunker, and if you're going to throw down a bunker, it needs to be now. We don't see him doing that. That's okay. Not a lot of lings being made or anything like that. Second gas is on the way. It's mostly drones. Zergling speed is being researched, but, I mean, for Zerglings, you don't really care, right? That's something that he'll probably utilize later on. Oh! Almost gets that SCV. Backs up. Loses ling. Not a big deal. And now I think Mihu's going to build something here. Could be a depot. Okay, it is going to be a bunker. Good to see. I mean, obviously, if it was masslings, it would have already hit. But Mihu, you know, it's good to have a bunker. It gives you, like, a solid defense at the front. Now, the third base coming up here for Xiao. Taking it very quickly and on location. That's going to allow him to produce even more Mutalisks for his harassment. Hey, you know, honestly, like, taking into consideration that this is a very quick third on location and Mihu doesn't have really a move out available, Like, if you move out, you want to do it at 5 minutes, because then you can actually get somewhere before the mutas are out. Like, technically, he can still move out here with 11 Marines, 2 medics, but you have to be careful, because you might end up losing all of them if you stay out for too long or if you get caught. But, yeah, I think Xiao is looking pretty decent here, right? Starts a single creep colony. That would slow down any incoming attacks long enough for the mutas to kill everything off. +1 air attacks as well. So I think Xiao is going to focus primarily upon mutalisk harassment. All right, little Marine medic push out. Now, this is not really real, to be honest. This is just a forward group to try to zone things out, make Xiao a little bit scared. Third Rax is coming up. Surprisingly late turrets. But it looks like it will work out. The mutas were not made, like, instantaneously. You know, the thing is, you can prepare for, like, the first possible mutas or the more likely mutas. Now, turrets going up. This is awfully close to the wall, so that could be a good harassment point. This is a good spot for mutas to sit. Ooh, the Overlord gets pulled back and everything. That scan not doing a lot, but does support his turrets so they can get finished. So that's nice for Mihu. Decent micro so far. Not getting a lot done as of yet, but decent. Has this 3 turret set up. More mutas coming in now. Range and +1 on the way here for Mihu. I like the bunker placement quite a bit. Like, those lings cannot really come in. See, they're trying, but they're getting absolutely wrecked. Good repair going down from Mihu. Oh my god. That was like flash level repair right there, man. Sometimes it's very hard to get this. So he's to actually repair the pants all over each other, but does a great job saving that turret and really shut down that first set of mutalisk harassment. So Mihu should be feeling fantastic right now. Decent placement here. It does, like, reroute the SCV a little bit, but not as painful as putting it there. If I ever play this map again, I'll definitely have to steal this location. Even though, again, you do see a little bit of glitching, but better if you put it there, man, it dies so quick. All right, taking a look. We have Hydralis Den at this third base location. Just heard... Oh, my God. Just heard... We heard the scan. It was in the natural, but then Xiao actually loses, like, 2 or 3 mutalisks there. So does pull them away. It's not the end of the world for him. He actually jumps right on this. No micro at all. Mihu bringing up more reinforcements. Now that was sloppy. Losing 1 or 2, it hurts, but maybe still playable here. Oh, you cannot have that be happening right now. Absolutely painful. Okay, the mutas. Oh. Trying to get some harassment done. I mean, they're dogging this group, and he needs to whittle it down more. Like, this is a lot of Marines and medics. Range is done. +1 is still on the way here. But as that +1 finishes, as more units come down, these Marines may be able to end up killing off Xiao. We have the Lurker upgrade coming, so if he can live to that, fantastic. But +1 will finish well in advance. Reinforcements are coming. Ooh! I heard a lot of Marine deaths there, so pretty decent. Not the best. Just 5 mutas left over now. Starports are being made. 5th barracks on the way. Eight mutas going to try to keep him in this. Some more mutas are being hatched. The Lurk upgrade almost done. Queen's Nest now getting started as well. Also throwing up a couple of sunks at that third base. So the third base is going to be pretty invincible, but I'm really more worried about the natural. It seems like that's where Mihu wants to go. But Xiao is actually defending reasonably well. Like, he's got a good amount of mutas. 12 mutas right now. A few more popping out still. Hydra's on the way. All right, I think he's going to be able to stabilize everything. It doesn't seem like Mihu can just roll through him. Now, second eBay coming up. Science facility as well. So Mihu looking to get 2-1 started. And Xiao going to be able to clear the rest of these Marines and medics. So very nice that he's able to kill it off, but maybe not the most efficient. Like, he lost more mutas than you really want to in this situation. But still, 10 mutas are going to be flying around, and that has some real potential to do harassment still. Radiate not yet started. Should be starting pretty shortly here. Mihu fielding a lot of Marines and medics. everything looking good. Like, very good defense overall. A good amount of missile turrets. Really liking that. Good placement on them as well. And now the Mihu's going to come in for a dive. You know, when your lurkers are finishing up, this is a great time to counterattack your opponent. Wouldn't mind seeing him pick off these anyways. Oh, that's a +2 attack. This is not something Mihu wants to end up losing. This is actually a pretty big pickoff. +2 attack, one of the most important upgrades for Terran. In the meantime, the whole position lurker not working out. Has to pull back to those Sunkens. Oh my god, diving so deep. Does not get the second row of spines off here. I can't believe Mihu got in there just in the nick of time. Xiao a little bit too greedy, perhaps, trying to come out with that. Now, more lurkers coming along with these mutas. He is going to be able to clean this up, but Mihu is just being a little bit too efficient right now. Look at that. Picks off some drones as well, right before losing the rest of his Marines and medics. And this looks just fantastic right now for Mihu. He's way up in workers, almost double the count. Adding a second bunker just for safety's sake. Some vessels coming out for a radiate. Plenty of bio out there as well. Sounds like we did lose one of those science vessels. Gonna radiate off. Gonna try to push back these lurkers for now. Ooh, actually pretty good spines right there, but Mihu is still reducing this gas-based army. And against such a low drone count, he has to be happy with any trades that he's getting right now. More lurkers starting to walk down. Defiler Mound is done. Consume on the way. So we're almost to invincibility status here for Xiao, but he does not have a lot of supply, as you can see. His army size is actually reasonable, but his drone count still very, very low. All right, Mihu with the spread. Getting ready for this engage. Ooh, I don't know if I want to see Xiao actually fight here. Okay, he runs up. Ooh, actually targeting down a couple of these lurkers. Oh my god, the lurkers burrow and kill a lot of Marines off here. Looks like Mihu has to be very, very careful. Ooh. Is going to end up killing off a few more lurkers with only 4 lurkers left. No problem for him. Xiao GG's, and Mihu advances the bracket stage.